welcome to The Eye. I'm your host, Cassie Carlson. Well, I hope you all had a great spring break and got some time off, but while you may have been relaxing, many of our winter and spring sports were still competing. Andrew Muser has all the highlights from this past week in the Illini Update.
The Illinois women's tennis team took down Rutgers on Saturday, dominating the Scarlet Knights 6-1. The Orange and Blues' strong weekend did not stop there as they finished the weekend undefeated, knocking off 33rd ranked Maryland 5-2 and Southern Illinois 4-0 on Sunday. The Fighting Illini have now won 4 straight matches and improved to 8-9 on the season. Next weekend, Illinois will hit the road to face Iowa on Friday, March 31st, and Nebraska on Sunday, April the 2nd. The Illinois softball team began the Big Ten Conference schedule with a bang, as senior pitcher Brianna Wonderly tossed just the 12th no-hitter in program history, and 3 Illini went yard en route to a 5-inning, 8-0 victory over Iowa on Friday. The team continued their hot weekend, picking up a pair of wins on Sunday. The Illinois softball team pushed its winning streak to 8 games while earning a Big Ten Conference sweep over Iowa, with a 5-2 victory in Game 1, before taking Game 2 7-4. The Illini welcome Minnesota for the first Big Ten home series of the season.
And after a second-place finish at the Big Ten meet, the women's gymnastics team hosts the NCAA Regionals this weekend at the State Farm Center. We caught up with head coach Kim Landris as she looks forward to the weekend.
Next up on call for Maryland.
Mike O'Neill here with head women's coach Kim Landris. Coach, you have the opportunity to host UCLA and Oregon State in this regional coming up this weekend. What does it mean to have another high-level meet here at home?
You know, it's just super exciting. NCAA postseason is always what all the athletes look forward to, and to be able to host such a championship event means a lot to not only our program, but all the athletes on the team.
Now, you had a season-best performance in Big Tens recently. What does it mean to have that performance this late in the season, also going into the regional?
You know, I think this is what you train to do. You train to peak at the right time, and so it's been a building process throughout the whole season. I always tell the girls that you take one more step up the ladder in every competition, and that's what we plan to do again this weekend.
Okay, and going into Big Tens, you had your word, it was purpose for the team. Is there a different word going into regionals?
You know, we've done 10 words for the whole season, and so what we've done the last 2 weeks since Big Tens is kind of pulled them all together, talked about the athlete warrior, and used all 10 words to kind of catapult us into this weekend.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you.
When we come back, hear from a women's tennis player who had a dominant performance over a ranked opponent.
It's hard not to be a fan of a credit card that gives you more while saving you money every single day. The Illini Visa Rewards Card, available only through U of I Community Credit Union.
The Illinois women's tennis team beat Maryland this past weekend, a team that's ranked number 33 in the nation right now. And one outstanding performance was by Jacqueline Switkiss. Mike O'Neill caught up with her after her dominant performance.
Jacqueline, you came out with plenty of energy against Maryland this past weekend. What does that kind of do to help you dictate that match?
Yeah, I always like to come out every match with energy. I think it gets in my opponent's head and it fires up my teammates playing next to me. So I just love to come out and jumping around, saying come on loud, and just having a good time out there.
think everybody kind of feeds off her energy. She's louder than most people, and she'll be honest with you about that. And so it's great. She kind of leads the team in that regard, and Maddie's pretty loud too. So you have those two on opposite ends. It's fantastic, kind of leading the charge for our team. So that type of energy, that type of competitiveness is exactly what we want and what Illini tennis is all about. So we couldn't be more pleased with her.
Yeah, Jack. Out of the way, Jack. So the team has been very close with really tough teams lately. What does it mean to get over that hump against number 33, Maryland?
Right, we knew they were going to be tough. They're big girls. They hit the ball big, so we knew it was going to be tough. We had to get a lot of energy, and I'm playing my match, and I see Maddie and Danny in close tiebreakers. I just try to focus on my court, and yeah, I think we did a good job with maintaining our energy and our emotions throughout the whole match.
Come on! So good, Jack.
Okay, now the weather's getting a little bit nicer. We get to play outside. How do you like that?
Yeah, well, I'm from Florida, so I love being outside, and whenever I can get outside, play a match, I love it. I love the spin, taking the pace off the ball, you know. Indoor tennis is a little slappy, so I like getting outside and rolling the ball around.
Great job.
Love 40. And that wraps up the Eye this week. Make sure to tune in next week for more inside looks at Illinois athletics.